This is what you owe after the insurance is paid?
Joe said not to worry about it.
Here.
What's that?
You don't recognize money?
Why are you giving it to me?
Because a father should help out with expenses, so I'm helping out.
I don't get it. You're being so nice to me. I thought after I went to the doctor with Joe the other day,
I'd write you off. I have, but not my kids. Unless you've changed your mind about telling Joe about us. Everything about us.
Great, Frank. We're back to your ultimatum. That's great.
I never left it. If you want a life built around a lie, you can have it.
But I can't have you.
Your choice. It always has been.
Wait a second. That's more than let's go upstairs, Kiss.
Well, I miss you very much, Kiss, and it's also I have something that you're not gonna like kind of kiss.
What is it?
Kevin has gone to Eve, and he's going to tell her that we know she's working with DV, and also tell her that you set her up to deliver phony letters to him.
That's why I didn't want to tell that lovesick fool anything.
I know, but Kevin believes that he can trust Eve.
Well, that's a good one. So what happens now when Eve gives the letters to Bordiso?
Our plan is ruined.
Well, I'm not going to let that happen, Lucy.
Hi. This is a surprise.
Can I come in?
Yes, please. I'm sorry. Come on in.
You look beat. You just get home?
Yeah, I was at the hospital checking on a patient. You look pretty tired yourself.
Well, I was up all night trying to figure out what to say to you. All I can come up with is, I love you.
Usually when you say that, I feel like everything's gonna be okay. Why am I afraid of what you're gonna say next?
Something's tearing us apart right now. You can feel it, and I can feel it. Now's your chance to tell me what it is.
I've always shared everything with you. At least I've tried.
Now wait, hold it. Right there. Don't tell me anything that isn't true. I love you, Eve. And all I'm asking in return is that you trust me.
What if it's something that you thought was terrible?
Well, I guess it would it depends on what it was. And more importantly, why you did it.
I've been helping Bordiso for weeks. Are you going to say anything?
I know. Lucy and Scott figured it out.
When?
Don't you think the next question should be why I had to hear it from them first?
Kevin.
I thought I could trust you, Eve. I left Lucy at the altar because she lied to me. How could you, of all people, take me down that road again?
I didn't have a choice.
I don't want to hear that. And I don't believe that. You had a choice. You had a choice to trust me. The same way that I chose to trust you. Even though I knew that something was wrong.
But DV has my baby. And he told me that I would never, ever see him unless I gave him Victor's letters.
All right, tell me what happened from the beginning.
I showed DV that picture of the little boy on Jasmine Island, and he admitted that that little boy is our son. And he told me that if I didn't keep my mouth shut, I would never get to see my son. I would lose him forever. So I made a decision, okay? It was the toughest decision I've ever made in my whole life, but I did it. And now I have to face the consequences. Which means that I'll probably lose you.
You haven't lost me.
I haven't.
No.
Oh, God. Oh. Oh.
Come on, answer the door.
Hold on.
Kevin, what the hell's going on?
Well, actually, you caught us in a private conversation.
Well, no. It can't be private when Lucy and I are in the middle of this whole mess.
No. Kevin, it's okay. I owe them an explanation, too.
Actually, we sort of know everything, so I'll just take an apology.
I'm sorry. All I wanted to do was see my little boy and touch his face. And I will, because he's alive.
You don't know that for sure,
You've
Eve.
seen him. And Victor saw him in Italy.
Eve, they were psychic projections. They were images that were put in your head.
No. DV sent me a video cassette. It's a video cassette of that little boy on Jasmine Island. And he is real.
But how do you know that he's your son?
Bordisa was just sucking you in here. He would do anything. He'd spit on his mother's grave to get what he wanted, Eve.
Exactly. Which is why he wouldn't think twice about telling me my baby was dead and keeping him away from me all these years. I'm not excusing what I've done, okay? But I would do it again in a heartbeat if it meant seeing my son. I don't know how to make you understand. I have this ache inside of me.
And DV has been using it all this time. I do understand, because I know when I'm away from Serena and Christine, even for an hour, I can't stand it.
Eve, why didn't you just come to us first?
I couldn't. DV kept piling on the threats. And he wasn't just threatening me or my son, but he was threatening the girls. He was threatening Kevin. I felt like I had the fate of the whole world, my world, in my hands.
Well, that's too bad you felt you had to go alone, because you didn't. You didn't.
All right, she told us what she did and why. Let's not belabor it. Let's just figure out where to go from here.
All right, well, give me the letters back.
I still want to give them to DV.
Scott's hoping that you will.
He is?
The letters you stole are not the letters that Victor wrote. They're fakes.
What's the matter with you, Kevin?
Okay, 2 tablets, 1 hour after eating. Great, thank you.
Everything okay with Neil's medicine?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had the dosage right. I don't want there to be any mistakes. Not where my son is... Our son is concerned. And I don't want there to be any mistakes between us either, Frank.
Then just admit to the world you're crazy about me.
You know what? Sometimes I want to shout it from the rooftops, but then you start bossing me around, and I want you to fall off that roof instead.
These kinds of mixed up feelings, aren't they supposed to be a sign of true love?
Yeah, well, I have been trying as hard as I can not to fall for you.
Don't want to be too disloyal to Joe.
This has nothing to do with Joe. He was special once. He was my first love. But even if Joe wasn't with Karen, he couldn't make me happy now.
What brought about this epiphany?
I realized Joe would never be satisfied with who I am. He'd want me to change. And I can't change who I am.
But it's more than that. You're afraid.
Of what?
Afraid of not being in control. We've got to toughen you up, Courtney, make you defend what we have together. Like this blessing. This baby that we made together. It would take all you have to break the news to Joe. I know that. But wouldn't you be stronger for doing it?
You're pushing again, Frank.
No. I'm asking.
And I am asking you back. Let me deal with Joe on my own terms when I think the time is right.
Tell my brother he's out of the picture.
And break Neil's heart.
He would have his real parents to help him through it. He could deal with it, probably better than Joe. Which is what you're really afraid of, losing Joe.
Frank, I told you. I don't love Joe anymore.
Then prove it.
I'm just asking for a little more time.
And a little more, and a little more. And I don't want to share you. And it seems to be your best offer, so that's it. It's over between us for good.
Frank, you think I can just let you walk away?
Eve.
I am fighting to be with my son, and you want to set me up with a bunch of phony letters? Do you know what would happen if DV found out those letters were fakes?
That's why I warned you.
Yeah, you did that. Eve's working for the enemy, and you just gave our game plan away.
Lucy,
Good.
you and Lucy just want to move me around like some stupid chess piece.
No, wait a minute, Eve. This is not certainly a game to us.
What do you think would happen when he found out those letters were fake? Who do you think he would blame? Me. That's who. And then he would take my little boy, and I would never see him again. You owe me those real letters.
Eve, do you know what happens when Bordiso gets those letters in his hands?
What's going to happen? Cobra Project's going to take over the whole world? Guess what? I don't care. Would you, if Serena's life were at stake?
Oh, hell.
Okay, then help me. DV has my son. I have to give him those real letters, not some stupid phonies that don't mean anything.
But they do have meaning, Eve.
What?
Written into all the computer code is a virus that Victor created to crash the Cobra Project.
Victor is in on this too?
Yes.
What if DV finds out before the virus thing has a chance to kick in?
Well, that's not going to happen. That's what we're hoping on.
No, it's too risky.
I'm not going to let Bordiso get away with what he's done to my family, Eve.
Well, at least you have your family. You and Lucy can take off and disappear anytime you want to. I don't have that luxury.
This doesn't end with you delivering the letters. We'll do whatever we can to help you reunite with your son. Right, Scott?
Yes, we will. Even I will do all I can to help.
So what, I'm supposed to pull the Trojan horse up to DV's barricade and just say, here you go, DV. Here are the letters. Pay no attention to that virusy thing.
We know what we're asking of you. But this could be our last best shot.
Eve, don't you care? Don't you care? Don't you want some kind of retribution?
I want my son.
And we'll do whatever we can. I promise you. You're not alone anymore. Trust us.
Okay. I'll do it. I will hand over the phony letters to DV.
She's coming to Pine Valley.
Ray Cummings is coming to Pine Valley.
Ray Cummings is moving to Pine Valley?
Ray Cummings is moving to Pine Valley?
That's right. I'm moving to Pine Valley. I'll find Daniel if it's the last thing I do.
Ray Cummings on All My Children, starting Monday on ABC Daytime.
If you walk away from me, I will never let you back into my heart. Or my bed.
Harsh words.
They seem to be the only kind you understand. Although I am not quite as comfortable handing out these ultimatums as you are.
Give me a break. You're the master.
Frank. I know how much we have going for us, but you keep backing me into these corners.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Everything okay here?
Yeah, peachy.
Yeah, I just told Courtney some stuff that made her laugh herself silly.
Why don't I believe that?
Because you wouldn't know a good joke if it bit you on the ass.
Ah.
Frank.
You got something to say?
Maybe we can finish our conversation later.
I think we're finished.
So, what did he do to you this time?
Nothing.
Why are you upset?
I'm not.
You know, Courtney, that's it. One way or the other, that guy's out of here, okay? Frank is out.
All right, yes, I'm fussing. Yeah. No, okay, thanks. Todd.
Is Christina taking her little nap now?
She fell asleep just this minute.
I should be the one tucking her, and she's my face before she goes off to dreamland.
I know. And it'll happen. You said it's going to be very soon, right? Right.
Well, as soon as Eve feeds those letters to Bordizo and we watch his little empire crumble.
I actually feel badly for Eve.
Oh, Lucy, come on. Eve should have told us that she was being extorted.
Yeah, maybe she should have, but would that have changed anything? You know, would that have brought her son back? Maybe her son is lost to her forever.
You know, it's funny because not too long ago, any sort of misery to Eve, you'd have been doing the jig.
Yeah, okay, I admit it. You're right, but it's hard not to feel sorry for someone who's missing their child. Scott, come on. We have something to look forward to. Our kids are going to be safe. Our family's going to be back together again. But what does Eve have? What does she really have? Does she hope that DV holds up to his bargain? Do you really think he'll do that once he finds out those letters are phony?
You sound like you think Eve might not give him the letters.
If I were in Eve's shoes, I really don't know what I would do. Time to go.
I love you. Would you please remember that?
I don't think I could go through with this if I didn't.
Stand it there. I'll get back to you. Please, come in. This is a surprise. I thought that our business was finished.
You want the letters, don't you?
I already told you my men would get them.
Not necessary.
You have them?
Do I get to see my son?
Well, as soon as I have them examined to make sure they're authentic.
Don't worry. They're real.
David will be proud of you.
David. You named my son after you?
Such vitriol. There really wasn't much choice now, was there? As soon as I know these are real, I'll arrange for a little reunion.
Wait. There's something you should know about those letters.